Mellowcabs first came on our radar last year as one of South Africa's top startups. Joining me in studio is Neil Dupree. Now, he's the creator of Mellowcabs, and he's been going through some exciting new changes, so he's going to tell us all about that. Welcome.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's good to be here.
Well, tell me about what's been going on lately.
Well, quite a bit. We've been working on the final designs of Mellowcabs. We've finalised all the drivetrain and the electrical components. And yeah, I've been abroad working on the Mellowcab marketing strategies.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. Well, when we were first introduced to Mellowcabs, there were some pedal cabs, and it was in a testing phase. Why don't you take me through the journey from going through the prototypes last year to where we are now?
Absolutely, Jennifer. Basically, we started with a pedicab type system where we tested what the public wants, what commuters want, and what would be the safest way to move passengers. We've basically now moved away from that pedicab system to a fully electric roadworthy vehicle. There's no pedaling anymore. It's a full-on electric vehicle. It goes a charm. It's super safe to use. We've passed international roadworthy testing. So.
And I know the original prototypes, they were tested in Cape Town, Franschhoek, and
Stellenbosch. And a little bit in Gauteng as well.
Okay. I know they were supposed to have advertising that would go in there. Is that still something that you're going to explore?
Absolutely, yeah. Advertising is still a large component, revenue component for us. It subsidizes the passenger fares, so we can really provide passengers with a much cheaper, more affordable transport option than.
Well, it's a very exciting venture. It was named on Forbes' list of 7 most innovating ideas from Africa. What does it feel like to get that kind of international attention?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's unbelievable for Afrikaans guy, a normal Afrikaans guy, and to travel to all over the world and beat the Mellowcabs drum. It's just unbelievable.
Well, it is quite an innovating idea. Obviously, Forbes picked it as one of the 7 in Africa. How did you come up with it?
Well, I've always been really interested in public transport systems and how people move in cities. And I've travelled all over the world, and I've lived in the Far East, and I've been fascinated by what the shortcomings actually in the South African transport system were. And then I started designs and playing around with different ideas and different electric type systems. And then basically it's just been an evolution from pedicabs to a full-on electric vehicle.
That's awesome. Now, what makes the Mellowcab different than a normal cab service?
Well, firstly, it's super cool. It's exceptionally efficient. It's so much more efficient than a normal fuel burning car. It's unbelievable. It's basically focused on micro transport, so urban type transport systems. In any case, 80% of all urban trips are shorter than 4 kilometers. So it's basically inner city type movement, very efficient. We've got an application also that provides a on-demand taxi service as well, so you can book a Mellowcab, call a Mellowcab, or monitor Mellowcab positions around you.
Well, that was my next question. How do you plan to compete with someone like Uber, who has the app, and it's like very, I find they've been very relevant in the South African market.
That's a really good question. We've been talking to Uber both in the States and in South Africa. We have a collaboration agreement with them in Cape Town, but our application that we've developed has very similar features and functionality than the Uber app, so we can, in theory, oppose them eventually.
That's very exciting. Okay, you said you've been talking with Uber in the States. Do you plan to take this international?
Absolutely, and quite soon actually. We're very much focused on expanding into Europe and the US. It's been a personal dream of mine, and because we have the international roadworthy status, we can legally operate.
How do you get the international roadworthy status?
It's a very, very long testing process where all the safety components are tested, the brakes, the lights, driver efficiencies, basically everything that's got to do with safety is tested by international accredited safety boards.
Okay, now will production move abroad, or will that stay in South Africa?
In South Africa. I really want to keep production in South Africa to create jobs and specifically to develop the Western Cape and my hometown and the economy there.
What cities do you plan to launch in first?
Oh yeah, Cape Town definitely. I think Cape Town, because it is our local city, we want to launch before the high season starts, so we can get some operating traction, and then by December time have significant amounts of cabs in Cape Town. Then obviously Stellenbosch and Franschhoek, and then Gauteng soon afterwards.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
So where can people go to find out more information, find out when your launch dates are?
Absolutely, go to mellowcabs.com. We're working on a new website, but the website still has some content on it. You can also follow us on Twitter or Facebook, and we will keep you posted with info and some cool videos and content.
Great. I'm so excited that this wonderful, innovative idea, award-winning idea came from someone from South Africa, someone from Cape Town. So I wish you the best, and I can't wait to see it on the road.
Thank you. We hope to take you around in a Mellowcab soon.